Hey guys, welcome to lesson 40 from Jazz Piano Daily. Today we're going to be talking about how to improvise over Fly Me to the Moon, and today we're going to be focusing on the accompaniment. My name is Willie Mayette. I'm the creator of JAZZEDGE, and now let's jump right into this. All right, so when we are thinking about improvisation or we want to improvise, there's a lot of weight and brain space that is devoted to the right hand, right? What scales do I use? How do I improvise? What's the rhythm, etc., etc., right? And a lot of times students do not focus enough on left hand, which then means when it comes time to improvise, they don't know the form, they don't know the chords, they lose the form, and then they have to focus a lot of energy on the left hand, which then we know you can't really think about two things simultaneously. So that means if you're focusing energy on the left hand, then you really can't focus on the right hand. All right, so here's the point. You have to know your accompaniment. If you do not know the accompaniment, even a basic accompaniment like this with chord shells, and you don't know the form, then it's going to be virtually impossible for you to effectively improvise over the song. All right, so let's go ahead through and make sure we have this down. All right, so all I'm doing here is I've gone through and I've written out all of the chord shells. Okay, so you can download this sheet of music. You have all the chord shells written out for you. Let's just go through them right now. So it's A minor to the D to the G7. I'll show you on here where I am. To the C major, to the F, to the B minor 755, E7, A7, right? D minor, G7, C, F, E, A. Whoops, so I just root 7 there. And then D minor to G7, sorry. And then C major. Then B minor 755, E7. Back to A minor, D, G, C, F, B, E, A. A7, right? D minor, G7, E, A. Then D, G, C, B, E. Okay? Now you can always slow down the video if you want, but don't worry, we're going to go through this whole thing again. Just wanted to show you each one of the chords. So if you have to, you can rewind the video and just quickly pause it, slow down the video. You could do that even on YouTube, slow it down, pause the video, and that way you'll be able to see exactly what the chord is. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead through this, and we're going to play this along with the backing track. Now, a couple things to notice. Notice you shouldn't have to look at your hands when you're doing this, right? Right? You should be able to like play this. Right? For the most part, you should be able to play this and be able to not look at your hands, because then that means that you could then focus on the right hand. If you need to be looking at everything here, well, then I would focus on trying to first of all, take away the vision on that and really trying to feel where those chords are. Make sure you are centered on the keyboard as well. Like as I'm like turned towards this camera here, that's not the best way of being situated on the keyboard, right? So it's easy to like kind of miss some of those, right? So make sure that you're situated right in front. So I just went through all the chords all the way up to here. Let's put on the iReal Pro track, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this slowly. I'll put it down to 80 beats per minute, and all I want you to do not worry about comping. All I want you to do is just play the chord and just hold it, all right? So I will scan along with you here so you can kind of basically see where we are, but you can also see it up in here. Even though it's small, you can kind of get a sense of where we are, all right? So here we go. The F major, the D, E, A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, G7, C, F, E, A, D minor, G7, C major, then B, E, back to A, D minor, 7, C major, F, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A7, D minor, G7, E minor, A7, D minor, G7, C major, B, E. Okay, all right, nice job. Whoops, stop that. Now, one thing that I'm doing is in the sheet music section for Jazz Piano Daily, which even if you are a free Jazz Piano Daily member, guess what? You can get all of this music for free. I'm also throwing in the backing track at 100 beats per minute, right? So let me show you what that looks like, and you can go ahead and download that as well. So you can hear that. So you can go ahead and play with that backing track. Okay. Let me figure out how to stop this. Okay. All right, so there's that backing track that you can play along with as well, and that's at 100 beats per minute. Let's go ahead and try playing this just a little bit at 100 beats per minute right now, and then once you can go through and you can play it just the chords, then you can start to add in some comping rhythms if you want. I'm not going to play the whole thing, just a few measures, just to give you an idea. Here we go. So. All right, so you can see I can start to add in some rhythms to that. Now, you might wonder, like, well, why do shells, right? I mean, just the root, the third, the root, the seventh. It's not a very full sound. Why do we bother to do that? Well, you know, it'll start to make more sense down the road. But let's say I want to accompany myself while singing this. Now, I'm not a singer, so forgive me, but fly, fly, fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars, right? So you see how I could play these shells in the left hand while also doing the like rootless chords or other chords in the right hand. So I get this, fly me to the moon and let me play amongst the stars. Let me feel, I forget what the lyrics are, but it don't matter for this song. In other words, right? So you can see how I could use the shells in the left hand while also adding in some other notes in the right hand that really kind of give me a nice full sound. You'll have to forgive me, I had something on that should sound better on the piano sound. The other thing too is like, okay, so now let's say you're going to be playing with a group and they're like, okay, yeah, we're going to like bump this up to like 185, all right? So I'm going to play this a lot faster. See, I can use those shells in the left hand, and I'm able to get the chord sound, but it's not a lot of notes that are going to conflict with the right hand, but then also as I move in a faster tempo like that, it really makes it a lot easier for me to be able to move to these different chord changes, all right? So chord shells are super useful to know. If you want a little bit more information on chord shells, take a look at Jazz Piano Daily, that's lesson 21. Take a look at lesson number 21, right? And I go through chord shells right there. Now, as promised, if you are interested in grabbing the sheet music, the backing tracks, and all that stuff for free, just go back to Jazz Piano Daily or take a look at the card that just popped up. Now, in exchange for all that stuff that I am providing to you for free, if you feel as though this is of value and you're appreciative of that, well, then I ask for some reciprocity. please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your comments, turn on notifications, all that good stuff, all right? That helps me to be able to reach you with my teaching, all right? And do me a favor, tell a friend about the channel. The more the merrier. All right, so anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. All right, take care.